Hello, dear Pisces. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Hope that you're all doing well. This is your reading, a Celtic cross from the 21st until the 31st of December. So the last 10 days of 2019. Thank you all for being here, and I do hope that you're all happy and ready for the holidays. It's been quite a year. 2020 is just around the corner. Now we are having eclipses, one on the 25th or 26th of December, depending on where you are in the world. Now, it is the time of Capricorn in a couple of days. There's so much going on in Capricorn. We've got Pluto, Saturn, the South Node. We've got Jupiter that's moved into Capricorn now. And the Sun will be moving into Capricorn in a day or so. It is the 20th of the month as I'm doing your reading. And it's the solstice on the 21st. So very important time. The veil is very thin, from this 3D plane to the other dimensions. So it's a very good time to meditate, dear Pisces. Eclipse times, the next 3 months are going to be quite changing. Capricorn is asking for integrity, for hard work. Capricorn is also the law, it's government agencies, it's the boss. So with Jupiter having moved into Capricorn, there's a huge expansion on the energies of Capricorn, whatever is happening there. Wow. Just dropped 2 cards. And we've got Taurus and Pisces. So the Hanging Man and the Hierophant. The Hierophant being Taurus. Now, Pisces, of course, you are all about spirit. The Hierophant is also very spiritual. The Hanging Man is asking for sacrifice. Maybe you've already sacrificed a lot. What the Hierophant is saying to me is that keep the faith. If there's been stagnancy where commitments and equality is concerned within a relationship, keep the faith. Things could fix up. For those of you that are waiting on a commitment, obviously, the Hanging Man does say that time has passed, but we are in the time of Capricorn, which is very slow moving. It's very grounding. Also, now the Hierophant is Taurus, so you may be dealing with a Taurian. Others of you could be could have sacrificed a lot, or maybe still sacrificing a lot where family is concerned. Okay, now the Hanging Man can speak of needing to see things from a different perspective as well. So 2 major arcanas just fell out. I'm going to put them back in. Keep the faith, dear Pisces, keep the faith. Let's take your cards. Place Spirit for Pisces. The last 10 days, roughly, of the year for Pisces. What do they need to know? So in the now position, 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles in the now. The challenge is the Ace of Swords. It's time to speak up. It's time to sever ties with whatever you've been juggling for all this time. The challenge is to speak clearly. The challenge is to see the truth. The challenge is to make that decision and stand strong in your convictions. In the distant past, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords, taking time out. In the recent past, we have the Empress. Major Arcana, beautiful. And the Empress does speak of Libra as well as Taurus. Let's see what's on your mind. We've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands does remind me of Sagittarian energy. Taking action, wanting to go on that adventure. Movement, spontaneity. In the near future, we've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is, no doubt, it's your energy. As you can see, that Ace of Cups is glowing there, standing out. Let's see in the position of you. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And Ten of Pentacles is the card of marriage. It's also the card of abundance. We've got two very strong cards of abundance with the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. In the race, external to you is the Star, another major arcana, Aquarian energy. Now, Pisces was mentioned in the Aquarius reading, and Aquarius also had the Two of Pentacles right here in the now position in the same spot. In your hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. So we did have the High Priest, which was the Hierophant. Now we've got the High Priestess. Again, Virgo Piscean energy. The axis Virgo Pisces. So, dear Pisces, we're talking about Virgo, which is the sign opposite to you, which is your karmic partner. It's your partnership house, nevertheless. Partnership, relationships with anyone, with everyone. Now, the High Priestess is the female counterpart of the Hierophant that fell out. So this is a strong connection, very spiritual as well. She is holding a key. The Hierophant holds two keys. Okay, she holds one key. 2 and 1 equals 3 keys. 3 keys could be something significant for someone out there. Let's look at the outcome. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles. Let me take another card straight away on that. And we've got the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. And we've got the Ace of Swords facing down here. Here we've got the challenge, the Ace of Swords facing upwards, and here it's facing down. No death and no change on a very deep fundamental level, which is Scorpio, can be easy. Okay, so I'm going to take one more card after that. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Whatever the change is, even though it's challenging, it could be very challenging for you. It's going to bring you a new beginning here. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very stable, someone who's very grounded. This is the Mother of Earth. She is the minor arcana of the Empress. Okay, we've got major arcana, the Mother of Earth, which brings in the harvest. She's the mother. She's the Empress. She takes her throne. The Queen of Pentacles, very Virgo energy, very much being the servant. She's the half of the family. She holds things together. Now, this could be mother and daughter for some of you, but it could also be the same person. So what's beneath the Queen of Pentacles? We've got the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is, you know, sticking to your guns, sticking up for what you desire. This could be, you know, you're up against the odds, fighting against the odds, trying to find your stability. Okay. Now, again, she's holding the Ace of Pentacles, and therefore the Ace of Pentacles could mean a lot of things. It could mean a new home. It could mean a new commitment. It could mean a new business. It could mean a child. The Empress is the mother. She is the pregnant one, the one that has to be patient. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very patient, even though we've got the Hare here, which she speaks of fertility actually, but the Hare is also very quick. So there's a push and pull sort of energy here. That's what I feel. What I'd like to do is I would like to take an astrology card for you, the Black Moon astrology cards. And if you're interested in the cards that I'm using, they're all in the description box below. So please, Spirit, for Pisces, what do we have here? 21st to the 31st of December. And we've got earth element and stability. So there is a fair bit of earth here. You've got quite a few pentacles. Stability, something that is very grounding, very earthy, very real, very tangible. It's a 38, which speaks, it turns into an 11. And 11 is a portal for me. Let's take your romance angels and see what's going on. So please, Spirit, for Pisces, what is happening for Pisces and their love life. I do recall you've had the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles a few times in your reading. So whether this is an earth sign or not, because I don't like to get stuck on the signs, more on the story. The story continues, I see here. Pisces, please, Spirit. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It is safe for you to love. And obviously something very real is coming into your life. Earth element and stability. You may be getting very settled, very stable. Okay, but you are going through change. The Death card does speak of change. Now, we've got the Two of Pentacles. And this is a decision that's needing to be made. A decision between two people, two situations, two of anything. The decision is also, things are up in the air. So the challenge is for a new beginning. So the theme of these readings is sort of, it's starting something new, ending something and starting something new. Just as with the eclipses that are, on the forefront here in the near future, eclipses are drastic changes. Okay. So for you, it's very, very important at this time to stop juggling, to stop procrastinating on making that decision. Okay, because the Ace of Swords is clear-cut. It's clear-cut communication. It's severing ties with whatever is not right for you. It is clearing the slate, okay? Because you can't be in this Two of Pentacles for too long. So it's a time of clarity. It's a time of communication. We do have the two eagles here, which remind me of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about wishes and dreams, okay, groups and associations. It's all about standing out in the crowd, doing things differently. Why? Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus is all about our values. It's all about what we feel comfortable with, what we love. And we do have Taurian energy here as well. Venus is here. Now, Venus has moved into the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about being, it's all about freedom. It's all about speaking our truth. It's all about being detached if there is no value and if there is no wish there, it's something that we need to move into. It's the future. Aquarius is the future. And why I'm mentioning Aquarius is that we've got the Star card here, and this is in the external to you. Now, this is the card of wishes and dreams. Okay, the manifestation of what was in the future, what you were hoping for. This is a card of hope, and this is in the external to you. So you may be wishing upon a star. You may be dealing with someone that is at a distance to you. Now, this is also a card of healing. And again, it's a card of the future. Now, in your home area in the distant past, there's been stagnancy. Nothing has been moving. You've been meditating, thinking, recovering from whatever heartbreak you've been through. Because in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, we've got the Three of Swords that is above his head. That is some sort of a heartbreak. Now, you've been stagnant. You're still procrastinating. The challenge is to take that sword and speak your truth. Now, in the recent past, we've got the Empress, which says that manifestation of dreams, manifestation of the harvest has been here for you if we see the Empress as an energy. Now, the Empress can also be a mother. It could be your partner. It could be someone that you've been dealing with, someone that is very attractive. She could be a mother figure. She could be someone that is very giving, very abundant, very generous as well. And she's the pinnacle of love, right? She is depicted by Venus here. So she's also holding a white lotus flower, which is luck. So she's sitting in the recent past position, and she is major arcana. So I do feel that she's in the picture in your life, and you're making some sort of a decision about this Empress. Okay, if we put the sword cards together, that's the Five of Swords. 4 and 1 is 5. Five of Swords can speak of, you've got the swords, you're at an imbalance, and you're willing to do battle for, even though you feel conflicted because you don't want to. Pisces is not the type of energy where we're severing, taking advantage of others. Pisces is very giving, very nurturing, very spiritual, very, Pisces wears their heart on their sleeve. They're very sacrificial. They give, and they give to the point where they can be taken advantage of. And I've said that a few times about Pisces. And that's where, Pisces is depicted by the Hanging Man, which is a card of sacrifice. Whereas the Empress is, the energy of the Empress is, I'm very generous and I'm giving and I'm giving. Now, if you've been dealing with someone that is like that, okay, this is someone who is very patient. She's someone who is literally or metaphorically pregnant and waiting to give birth. So patience is one of the Empress's virtues. But there is a point where birth needs to happen. So if we're talking about the Empress as an energy, it's a matter of time that the birth will be given. You will have the results of your patience. Okay, you're going to have the tangible results. Now, we are in the time of Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so it's physicality. It's having done the work, having been patient, and it's a time of receiving. Okay. Now, in the position of what's on your mind, okay, is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is someone who's driven by their passion. The Knight of Wands is also someone who could be someone who is going for what they want to create. They travel for work. They're very inspired by this wand. They've got strong creative skills, as is the Empress as well. There's a lot of creativity in the Empress as well. But here I feel that there is, because Knights are all about action, this is all about going for your desire. This is all about moving towards that. Okay, so the Knight of Wands again does speak of Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius is again foreign places and people, distant countries. Some of you may be working in a distant place away from home, or a place that you may have traveled for business, for work. Okay, so, but there is, if we look at it as being in the position of, you know, in the area of career or your social status, the Knight of Wands again is someone who is driven by their passion, driven by their desires. He's someone who takes action, and therefore the action is being taken where career and your social status is concerned. Okay, so here in the near future, we've got the Knight of Cups, which is obviously your energy. Now, the Knight of Cups is someone who is very slow moving, someone who goes for their heart's, goes for what their heart yearns for. Okay, he's holding the Ace of Cups and he's moving slowly towards what he loves, who he loves. It's a very emotional card, and again, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. Okay, and if both of these energies are yours, it looks as though in career you are a go-getter, you are very creative, you may be traveling, you know, short distances, maybe even long distances with Sagittarian energy for career. But here where love is concerned, you're very slow and sometimes maybe even too emotional, and therefore someone that may promise something and not deliver, or it takes more time because, you know, there's a lot of water here, a lot of emotion. Now we do have the Knight, and again, Knights are action. It's not the King, so it's not a very mature energy here. Now, in the position of you, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is the marriage card, it's the money card, the business. You know, Ten of Pentacles does speak of stability, help from the family, going towards something that is very promising. Maybe you've been very successful where business is concerned. We do have in the distance, we've got this palace, this mansion. So you're on the path to success here, dear Pisces. Now, this could also be a family card, obviously a card of marriage. This could be what you're aiming towards. You're hoping to stabilize a family situation. There is abundance here. There's a lot of abundance in the Empress as well. So money may be quite, you know, we go from the Two of Pentacles. Some of you have been very busy, maybe even working 2 jobs. And you're hoping to cut the one job, and, you know, you're at a point of success financially. You're stable financially, and therefore you may be needing to take a little bit of time off and leave career and money matters and go for what is emotionally fulfilling for you. Start something new, offer your cup of love to your beloved. Of course, that could be the case here. Okay, now in the external to you is the Star. As I said, with the Star, this is a card of hope and a card of healing as well. Also, the Star is something at a distance, so I will be taking more cards on that. Now, in the hopes and fears, we've got the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is someone who's very spiritual, very strong intuitively. She is the moon goddess, and therefore, obviously, Pisces is all about spirit, and therefore you are very strong intuitively. You can be receiving the messages, or you may have a deep or a strong knowing, and I want to say a connection, a very strong spiritual connection, because the Hierophant fell out before. And the High Priestess is also secrets withheld, but it's very, very spiritual. So you may be communicating telepathically with someone that is at a distance, someone who is a dream come true for you. Now, the outcome is the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of stopping and looking at your investments, whether this is a family situation. Don't forget that the Ten of Pentacles it is a completion, it is a 10. You're at a point of success. This does break down to the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is being held by the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And this is a new beginning, a new stable beginning. So you've come full circle. Even though you've got situations and maybe even others that you're up against, and we do have the Seven of Wands here, as I said before. Maybe the odds, the chips were down and you had a battle that you were fighting. But with the Queen of Pentacles here, it does promise a solid, physical, new beginning. As I said, she's holding the Ace of Pentacles, so it's a new beginning where reality is concerned. Okay, now as I said, she's the mother. She's the mother, so this could be a new relationship. This could be a new commitment. This could be a new business, as I said. But also because she's the mother, because she is someone who can be very dependent upon. She may have, and this could be, of course, this could be your energy, but I feel as though this is your partner, the Queen of Pentacles. And I do feel that for most of you, the Queen of Pentacles with the Empress is the same person. This is someone that is waiting for this new beginning. They waited for a completion. They waited for a new cycle. And I do feel as though you're at the point now where you're ready to start a new cycle. I do feel as though it had to do with timing, and timing is very fluid, of course, in the tarot. And we know that here from the 10 you go to the 7, and this is a point of looking at a situation before the change comes through, looking at whether you're going to invest more time, more energy, more money in whatever you are dealing with. And after that comes change, death. So there is a change. It's not like the 7 here is not going to go to the 10, okay? Because you go from the 10 to the 7, you're going back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board because you've completed a cycle and now you're looking and you're doing the math. You're doing the Virgo thing where you're adding the math. And if it doesn't add up, the change is coming through. Now, of course, with the Ace of Swords looking down, it means that there wasn't any clarity because, and you've got the Ace of Swords in the challenge position. There was no clarity because there was something missing here, and therefore Scorpio. What is Scorpio? Scorpio is the 8th house of intimacy. It's commitment. It's, having moved in with someone and sharing on a very deep and fundamental level. But with the 7, as I said, there was a cycle that's ended here, and therefore it turns into the Ace of Pentacles. We go from the Ace to the 7. Now, from the Ace to the 7, we're talking about the 6, right? 6 of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving. It's generosity. I feel as though for some of you there was too much generosity, and that's where the imbalance was. And that's why, and the 6 of Pentacles can speak of balance, a healthy give and take, but it can also speak of alimony, child support, again, generosity, maybe an imbalance where giving and receiving was concerned. That's why we've got the Death card here, and then we've got something new that's coming in, that Ace of Cups, and that's why you were in two minds, and you are showing up as the Knight of Cups and not as the King of Cups. That's the decision that you're needing to make. Now, some of you are choosing between the Empress, which can be a mother. Okay, some of you may even have had to wait. Could have been a pregnancy, yes. Maybe you were in a relationship where there was a pregnancy that needed to come full term before you could go for what you desire. Maybe you had to sacrifice time because of other obligations. Okay. For others of you, the Empress could be a motherly figure. It could be your mother. Okay. And she's obviously playing a very big role in your reading here. So depending on who she is for you, nevertheless, she speaks of abundance. Of course, I'm not reading reversals. So for some of you, you may have been in a commitment where there was no generosity. Okay? There was no patience, because the Empress is someone who's very patient. Now, some of you, yes, may have strong earth in your chart, but I feel that the earth here has got to do with the Queen of Pentacles, generally speaking. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to take some more cards, okay, and see what else we've got here. Now, your ruling planet Neptune is moving direct, and it's all systems go. It's all systems go. We know that Neptune can be, wearing those rose-colored glasses. And Neptune can also be spirituality, like a divine love. Now, with these eclipses in the next month, let's say, there's going to be a lot of changes coming through, a lot of changes. And I'd like to say also that whatever is going on in Capricorn is in a very positive aspect towards your sign. So that's very good to know. Let's take this Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. What's going on in the now? We've got the Empress again, and I'm going to say it. The theme with these readings are I'm getting double messages. So double messages for me. So the two same cards coming out in the reading, I've had that repetitively again and again, which says that the energies are very strong, and also it also denotes to me that the way you are feeling, the other person that you're dealing with, they're feeling the same way. That's what I feel, but of course double messages are very strong messages as well. So whatever decision you make is going to pay off. You've got the Empress here. Speaking your truth, severing ties with the past is going to bring you abundance. Let's look at your position, the position of your security in the distant past. So on top of the Four of Swords, we've got the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is another 10. We've got another completion here. It looks as though you were once happy. You were at the point in the distant past of the Ten of Cups, which speaks of a lot of happiness. Happiness with family. Again, completion, done, finished. It breaks down to the Ace of Cups. So you're starting a new chapter. Just as all the signs are showing, we're all starting a new chapter in some point in our life. Let's look at the Empress. New decade in what, 10 days? We've got a new decade, a new year, a new decade. We've got the Six of Swords. So this is moving away from trouble to calmer waters. Okay. Some of you may be moving away, moving over water. It's funny that the Empress has got a fountain. What did I say? A waterfall fountain. On her tummy, there is a waterfall here. So we've got a lot of water here. Again, moving over water to find your balance. Traveling. Let's look at the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Hierophant. Another message, double message. We've got the Hierophant, a lot of Venusian energy here. Two keys. I did say before you had the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So again, the Hierophant is a card of religion. It's a card of faith. You are moving towards what you believe to be true. You are moving towards a commitment, a spiritual calling. Okay. The Hierophant can be quite challenging. Let's take another card because it is a 5 and an imbalance. Yes. 8 of Swords. You feel as though you're trapped. Okay. Because the Hierophant asks that you do things the religious way. But I do feel that you're going to go for what you are passionate about. You're going to take that leap of faith. You're going to take the action. Let's see the Knight of Cups. And the 7, again, 7 of Wands. Up against situations. You've been up against situations. That's why you haven't been able to come forth with that cup. But 7 is also the divine number. It's the divine, it's spirit. So you've got the upper hand. You've got that wand, use it. Let's look at that 10 of Pentacles. What's this completion? We've got the Tower. Suddenly the Tower comes in. This is transformation. This is change. This is you going for your values. Soon enough, we're going to have, I should say in 2 days, we've got Venus squaring Uranus. Venus in Aquarius, squaring Uranus in Taurus. So, detaching. If we're not valued, we're getting detached. If we're not on the same page with a situation, with a environment, change and transformation. Scorpio, again, the Tower. Something not built on solid ground is going to come down, and it's going to be fast. Let's take one more card, and we've got the 3 of Wands. So hurry up and wait, this card says to me. You're looking across the seas. Something is obviously coming down for you. This is the end. You're waiting on those ships. Some of you are hoping to travel. And I'm going to say that you may be traveling. We've got a lot of air here as well, which can be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It could be that suddenly the change is coming through. Your ships are coming through. Your ships are going to show up. Now, this could also be someone else that you may be dealing with that is waiting at a distance. Nevertheless, this is expansion and growth. Another 3. The Empress is a 3. Let's look at that star. And we've got 7 of Cups, which is Piscean energy. Things being up in the air. I would say here that the divine is giving you choices. Are you going to take the right? Are you going to make the right choice? Ask for, if you don't have the clarity, ask for the divine to step in and give you the clarity. If you've got too many choices and you can't make up your mind on which is the right way to go. Let's take another card. And we've got the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles here is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It's funny that we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. And for whatever reason, I'm holding the cards up. They've got their backs turned to each other. So could it be that this Queen of Pentacles, which is your partner, is living in an illusion where a King of Pentacles is concerned. Now, the King of Pentacles is a father. He's someone that's very stable. This is not going to resonate for all of you. Why I said this is because they've got their backs turned to each other. For some of you, this is the Queen of Pentacles, which is your partner, dealing with the King of Pentacles, someone who could be trying to pull the wool over their eyes, okay? For others of you, at this time, you're not dealing with each other, but these two are soulmates. These two come from the same, they're on the same page, okay? The King and the Queen of Pentacles. This is soulmate energy, okay? Now, with the Neptune card here, as I said, Neptune can be those rose-colored glasses, but it can also be a very strong spiritual love. Let's look at the High Priestess. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is faith. It's Sagittarius, it's Jupiter. The wheel is turning, bringing in change. Another 10. You've got 3 10s now, dear Pisces. 3 10s. Now, again, Sagittarius speaks of foreign places and people. Let's take another card after the Wheel of Fortune. I'd like to. Some of you are hoping for change, nevertheless. But there is a lot of worry. There is a lot of worry and angst around the changes coming through. Some of you are hoping for that change, but you can't see what's happening on the other side of that. And that's where the worry is coming through. So you've got the 6, the 8, and the 9 of Swords. Let's take a look at that Death card, which is bringing you the Ace of Cups, the change. Let's take a couple of cards on the outcome. And we've got the Knight of Wands again. And we've got the King of Swords. So we've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And the King of Swords could be a legal representative. It could be an air sign. The King of Swords could be the truth being spoken. Whether it's, you know, the King of Swords is usually someone that's very fair and just, and they will speak their truth. Now, you did have the Ace of Swords as the challenge, okay? So, I feel as though this is your energy with the King of Swords. Why? Because of the Death card with the sword facing down. Here we've got the sword facing up. You haven't been communicating. You were worried about the change, about the transformation. You're worried about stepping on other people's toes. But I think that you're actually going to summon up the courage and the bravery to speak your truth. And we've got the 9 of Swords, and the King of Swords is holding that 10th sword. So there is something that is ending here for you. For sure, there is something that is changing drastically. What I want to do is take a card on this Queen of Pentacles. What's she all about? And we've got the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is that Ace of Cups that is not noticed. For whatever reason, this cup wasn't able to be given, to be accepted, I should say. Maybe even offered. Maybe even offered. Now, the 4s always speak of home and family. I do feel as though there are obligations. I did say that this Queen of Pentacles may have been dealing with. Let's take one more card. And we've got the 2 of Wands here. So the world is your oyster. This is a new portal, a new doorway. And again, we've got the 2 and the 3. Very Sagittarian. A new portal, a decision. Okay. And again, a decision to go on that adventure or not. A decision to walk through that door or not. So maybe distance was the problem here. I want to take one more card on this King of Pentacles. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles again. So I'm going to say, you know, there's many meanings in each card, but with the King of Pentacles, as I said, he is the father. He's someone who can be depended on, of course, if he's in the upright. So it can go either way, depending on your own certain situation. The Ten of Pentacles is the marriage card. It's the family card. It's the card of abundance. Now, because as I said, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, again, you could be showing up as the father, as the soulmate of this Queen of Pentacles. And don't forget, in the position of you was the Ten of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is marriage. This King of Pentacles could have been in the situation where the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles have got their backs turned to each other. If this was the partner of the Queen of Pentacles, then there was a marriage here. If, though, this is a soulmate connection and this is the King and the Queen of Pentacles is you and your partner, then family, you feel like family to each other. And this is a very abundant and stable relationship that's in the cards. That's divinely offered to you at this time. We do have earth element and stability. So something, no doubt, is stabilizing for you. There is a lot of abundance here with the Empress twice, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. What I'd like to do is take a couple of Sibillas. I'd like to take a look at this King of Swords with the Knight of Wands right on top of the Death card. We have Il Nemico, which is the enemy. This is change, transformation, very much like the Death card. The negativity is being shed. Again, it's a number 11. 11 is very karmic. Here we've got Casa, the home, and this is the Two of Cups. This is stability. It's funny that we've got the home, the stability here, the house, the riches, the abundance, the business, the agreement. Okay, Casa. And the Casa is sitting right on top of the King of Swords. Let's see what else comes through. And we've got the Messaggero, another 11. Messages coming from afar. News coming through. Let's take another card. Wow. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, and this is also the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate connection. This is security, stability. The news that's coming through is that whatever is being shed is going to start something new, something that promises to go to be emotionally fulfilling as well as financially stable. This is the advantageous matrimony, and Six of Cups is the soulmate connection, but it's also got to do with children, innocence, and a time of innocence, right? Someone from your past, someone that you may have known on another dimension, from another lifetime. I love that. What I'd like to do is I'd like to look at this Empress in the recent past position with the Six of Swords. We have Amalato. So it's the Four of Swords, but it's also low morale, depression, maybe even illness, bedridden. This is Omaggio di Preziosi, the gift, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles does speak of putting in the work, but also Eight of Pentacles is the Virgo card for me. Let's take another card. And we've got Gran Consolazione, so having everything that you desire, everything that your heart desires, this Empress is bringing you. But there is low morale, maybe because of the distance, as I said. If you've been dealing with someone who is the perfect mother, someone who is very loving and nurturing and brings a lot of abundance in your life, and a lot of manifestation of riches, whether this is emotional richness or physical and tangible richness. So she's very positive, very positive. I feel as though leaving the past in the past, because there is a little bit of depression here. Wherever you are moving to, literally or metaphorically, you're going to find what you desire. Let's look at this Tower. 10 of Pentacles, Tower, 3 of Wands. We've got the Leggerezza, which is the end of the burden, the transformation. This is the butterfly having transformed a lot of lightness, being able to fly away, the metamorphosis that we know that the butterfly, the caterpillar, goes through. So the heavy burden comes down with the Tower. Here we've got L'Amante, which is the Knight of Cups. And this is a number 11, which is the door that is opening, karmically opening for you. And here we've got Ladro, which is the 10 of Pentacles. There is some negativity here because there is something that is missing from a family situation, something that was taken, something that was stolen. And this could be a third person in a family situation. I don't know what that means for you. Okay. We do have two masculine energies here. Let's take one more card. And we've got Falsita. Falsita can be a card of a lack of trust, but Falsita can also be a very playful energy. The cat, the cat can be very playful, but mostly I see this card as lack of trust. Lack of trust. It's the 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles is the Miser card. And the Miser card, just imagine the 4 of Pentacles. Someone is holding on to something and not opening up, not letting go because of trust, not being open for worry of losing something. Okay. All right. And I feel as though here the lack of trust and the 10 of Pentacles is that there was lack of trust within a family situation. There was something missing, an ingredient that was missing, which could have been trust. But also I do feel that there is a third person in the picture. That's what I feel here. And that's what was missing. And that's why, therefore, there is another 10. 2 10s right here. It was time to complete a cycle. For whatever reason, we've got the Tower. We're looking at our values. We're starting new chapters. Things, we've got to close those old chapters in the past and move towards the future. And we have to move towards our calling, okay? So, obviously, dear Pisces, you've got an 11 here. You're walking through a new portal into something much more stable. Are you going to make that walk? Are you going to take that step? Okay, you've got 11, 11, 11, 11. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm wishing you well. I wish that this last 10 days of the year help bring you and put you on the correct path, okay? Now, as I say to most people, if the path is way too challenging, it means that you're on the wrong path. And that's why eclipses come in to catapult us onto the right path. So go with it and know that when we come out on the other side, and that's going to be in the next 3 months, obviously, eclipses last for a while, know that it's new beginnings all around, and it's situations and life paths that we need to be on, okay? And that is the support, even though it can be a little bit shaky. That's the support, and that's the divine calling us to take that leap of faith. Okay, dear Pisces, wishing you well. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for 2019. All the best. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye.